am Stephanie Fitch at Fitchy's Fuzz, and this is my nail trimming tutorial, the dreaded nails. This is a very scary video. So this is Pierre. He will be my guinea pig, or not guinea pig, my guest today. Pierre tends to be a little wiggly and wobbly. He's a senior, and so I'm going to go through some different handling techniques with my wobbly dogs. So what you need is a jar of treats. You always want treats because treats are fun and yummy and good, and everybody's happy with treats. Unless the owner says no treats because of allergies or stomach issues, then absolutely don't do that, because don't do that. Quick stop. So this product, if you cut your dog, will stop the bleeding. What also you can use is a cold compress, so face cloth with cold water on it or an ice cube, and you just put it on the cut spot and it will stop any kind of bleeding, because there is that quick, so yeah, okay. Small, tiny little, these are cat nail clippers, which I find are amazing for little dogs because they are super sharp and easy to handle. We got your medium and you got your large. If you have a large dog with large nails, you might want to use the large clippers. The medium ones I like to use for all dogs. Really, it's just easy to handle. There's one, so these are the scissoring clippers, nail clippers, cutters, whatever you want to call them. There are ones that are actually, they're the guillotine style, so when you squeeze them, the blade comes down. I find that if they're not sharp enough, you can crush the nail, which tends to lead to splitting. What can also happen is once you get it on the nail, like so you slide the nail through the guillotine, if that dog decides to kick or move, that can get stuck in there. And then next thing you know, you're like your clippers are going flying out of your hand, or you're ripping a nail out of the nail bed, or something gross like that. We don't want to do that. So those are nail clipping tools. There's a lot of different handling techniques. Sorry, Pierre's very wet. We just got out of the bathtub, so he's a little soggy. He's a soggy dog. There's different handling techniques. So on average, dogs that are like the size of a small horse, you can actually handle them as if they were a horse. I'm not a person that handles horses, but I feel like the shoeing of the horse is a similar way. Their bodies are kind of similar, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so front legs. What you're doing is you're bringing this paw up as if you were gonna shoe. So, and then you're cutting. So we cut. What also you're doing is making sure, even though it's your dog, sometimes they let you know that they don't want their nails cut by biting you. It just happens. So what you're doing is you're never cutting your dog's nails with your face right here, because if he decides to bite you, he will. So shoulder, just in case you feel them moving around, you can just, So we're holding that, and you don't always have to do one large giant cut. You can whittle your way around the nail if you feel comfortable, because what you don't want to do is get the nail right onto the clippers and cut it somewhere randomly in the middle. You want to whittle your way down to where you see the quick. So front legs, fairly easy. Again, we're going to make sure our faces are not in the way, and you basically can whittle away at, I actually pre-cut some of these nails just so that I'm not spending too much time on them. So again, front legs up. Some groomers like to do this way so that they can see and they can cut the nails like this. I personally like to look at them from the bottom because I just feel I can see it better. Again, everybody has, I'm not speaking for all groomers. Everybody was taught differently, and everybody has their own techniques and handlings. So yeah, I will show you back legs. So back legs, large dogs, we don't want any ACL problems. So we don't want to like hyperextend the leg all the way out. What I like to do is actually get the dog to sit on my shoulder. It's okay. So I'll take my arm in between their back legs and I'll just get Pierre to sit if he wants to sit or pull away. I have some good leverage and he can just sit and go ahead and sit on my arm. Okay, and then so what we're doing in here, so this is nice, you can see the bottom of his nail. It's hard to explain. So if you get a good look at what his nails are doing, and then I'm going to cut just a little bit. And I still don't see what I'm looking for. I will let you know what I see, what I'm looking for. It's coming now. Is this. It's okay, Pierre. This center right here is what we're looking for. I want to expose that just enough. If I cut too much, this is the part that bleeds. So this is now, I'm comfortable with this being as close as I cut his nail because the center is squishy. And so the quick is exposed, but not bleeding. And you can just whittle away. Again, this centerpiece right here is what we're looking for. And I know people are always saying, well, my dog's nails are black. I can't see where I'm cutting. And I agree with you. You can't see where the quick is inside. So why I do this way around, and you can kind of see that this little gooey spot right here is what we're looking for. Finish, finish, finish. Sometimes what I like to do too with larger dogs is have them lay on their side, and then you can basically just get them to lay down and you can cut their nails. When they lay down, you can do that while you're watching TV, while you're snuggling on your carpet. A lot of people are like, okay, I gotta get this done like really fast and do all the nails all at the same time. You do not. If you only feel comfortable with doing one nail a night, that is better than no nails, never. If you can do one paw a night, that's really awesome. When do you want to do them? Honestly, how often do you cut your own fingernails? I do them when they're really long and gross and dirt is underneath them and they need to be cut. When you look at your dog, if you're hearing lots of tapping across your hardwood floor, or they're sliding around, or they're chewing on their nails, or that's when you can get down in there and tip them, cut them back. why do we want our nails cut? Oh, yes, so like I would say anywhere, like even if you want to cut your dog's nails once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every 4 weeks. I usually like to do it every 4 weeks. What can happen if you don't cut them on a regular basis, or if they're not running on a regular basis, or digging or whatever they do, walking on concrete, their nails can cause a lot of discomfort. And then, so their shoulders can hurt, their ankles can hurt, their foot can actually start flattening out weird, so it's no longer like this, it's kind of like this because their nails are kind of pushing their toe up, which again can have ankle issues, hip issues, spine issues, like it can be a whole lot of problems. And then on top of that, nails can grow into the bed of their foot, which is super gross, and no groomer wants to see that. It's super sad. So we're gonna close this up because Pierre's getting tired of standing, and we don't. Tools though. So if you need like this kind of stuff, often 2 people can cut nails. So one person kind of holds the dog up here if they want. You can put your collar or your leash on your dog, give them lots of cookies, feed this end, and someone else can do the nail trimming. There's these fancy things. You can even use a cloth grocery bag if you want to cut it. You still have the handle. So groomers sometimes use this if they are working alone and they need somebody else to support their bum, sort of, because some dogs like to just sit when you're trying to work on them, and that's never fun. We want less fighting. So that's one thing that you can do. Yes, we'll close it up because we don't like Pierre to stand too long. So that is my spiel on nail trimming. Again, if you have any questions, please talk to your groomer or your vet or the lady that works at your pet store, so that they can direct you in the best nail clippers for you and your pet. Okay, thank you.